Since we've had a number of minyanim in a row, Bli Ayin Hara, I have to ask you the question, when do we read the same Torah reading 6 times in a row? There's sometimes something interspersed in it, but it's the same Torah reading that we're going to be reading 6 times in a row.
That would be during Hanukkah.
So on Hanukkah, though, we change it every day.
Yeah, right.
In other words, it's a different offering that took place every day. Just to point out, these days, as we mentioned before, the first 12 days of Nisan were the days in which that took place. That is, the offerings of each of the Nisim, of each of the princes. But there's another time.
Don't we do it on Sukkot?
On Sukkot, it also changes every day. It's true. Pesach, it doesn't. The second Torah reading on Pesach is the same on the first 2 days, and then the last 6 days is the same. But there's another one, which isn't as good as the ones that you have selected, and that is Acharei Mos, the first section that we read this morning. Acharei Mos that we read this morning as coming attractions.
Yes, Yom Kippur.
So it's the reading of Yom Kippur, but we are going to be reading it, not us necessarily, but that's part of the answer to the next question, 6 times in a row. How is that? Shabbos afternoon, what was read? What should have been read? Acharei Mos. Today, Monday morning, Acharei Mos. Thursday morning, Acharei Mos. Shabbos afternoon, the first day of Pesach, Acharei Mos. Shabbos, the 8th day of Pesach, at Mincha, that is, Acharei Mos. And then, of course, the Monday afterwards, Thursday, Acharei Mos, and finally Acharei Mos on the Shabbos, which is going to be 8 times in a row. Okay, so hopefully if it's Yom Kippur, it's the concept of forgiveness that comes. Pray that we all should have forgiveness. We should come into Yom Tov with great joy and celebration and happiness. The Jewish people should entirely celebrate together with the world, celebrating at a time of goodness and joy. Rabbi Hanan